She says, Drew, I cannot make better content until I take a public speaking class. And when I heard that, I knew we were about to be on a journey. So I'm in a coaching call, and the lady comes. She wants to get clear on her content for episodes and social media and things of that nature. So I'm just hearing her out, hearing where she's at, what she's done so far. So she makes that statement, and I ask her, what would make you feel that you can't make any good content until you go to that class? And nothing's wrong with public speaking class at all. And she said, well, because I keep saying and I keep pausing in my content and my episodes. And I'm like, okay, you can work those things out. Maybe the shift is just simply you realizing that the content is serving them, not you. Sometimes we get caught up in thinking that it needs to be perfect, and we're thinking about us, not about serving that person. So we go along with that, and she agrees that this is a mental shift she needs to make because she has a background where if you don't do things perfect, people can really be damaged. She was a nurse. We go a little bit further into the conversation, and she's like, hey, can you look at my page and let me know what you see? So she has a professional video. She has some regular videos, and then she has like some cute posts. Cute posts are ones where it's like saying like, God is great, God's going to fix it, and things of that nature. Not knocking any of that. And I said, these are cool, but people are not going to probably buy or come work with you as a coach if you are not showing them that they have an issue or a problem and you can give the solution. Now, I know some people don't agree with talking about pain inside of the episodes and content. I don't knock that, but I do. So I told her, I said, what do you think people are dealing with that you're not talking about? And she was like, I don't know. Can you help me out? So I said, think about the pain that they're facing that they're not probably verbalizing, or when they verbalize it, they feel that they said too much. And she was like, oh, maybe they're tired and things of that nature. She wants people to actually switch careers and leave where they're at, which is toxic, to something better. She has the path to do that, but she doesn't know how to say it. So I said, what were the things that you had to do to get to where you're at now? What were you dealing with? And that's when the light bulb went off. She started figuring out it was burnout, it was stagnation, it was procrastination, it was just giving of all of herself and getting no return. But if we rewind a little bit, this is the part that helped. She was talking for 3 minutes and she wasn't saying she wasn't pausing, she was just flowing. And I said, do you realize you just talked for 3 minutes? You have not paused, you have not said at all. And she was like, yeah, it's because I'm talking to you. And I said, what's so special about me? I know I'm special. I'm kidding. I said, what's so special about me? And she said, I'm talking to one person and I know the thing that I'm talking about. And that's when it was like the heavens came down and was shining on her. And she realized, could I be making episodes and content as if I'm talking to one person? And I said, yes. And she said, what about like the audience being YouTube and social media? I said, the audience is still there, but you're probably going to hit more people if you're talking as if you're talking to one person. This is a tip I give for anybody who's podcasting or making content. Think about you talking to that one person and getting them out of like the pain that they're in. That's really what it's about. So let's just wrap up real quick. We end up finding out the things that she was feeling and going through internally and physically. And I said, do you think other people are going through that? She said, absolutely. I said, why not talk about that? And that's when the light bulb hit her. I should be talking about the conversations that they're having in their head because that's going to get them to move. And sometimes when you don't talk about the conversations in people's heads, they don't actually move because they're like, it's not solving a problem. I can just keep dealing with this. If you're stuck with strategy in your podcast and you need help, let's talk. Let's give you strategy, topics, and help you actually succeed with your podcast. Or you can keep winging it and wishing for the stars. But help is here. Let's talk.